Hello, hello. Okay. I think this is working now. So let's go with the review. All right, so this is a 2020 Bianchi Volpe. It's a color of the celeste, green, blue, whatever you want to call it. I've had this now for about 2 years now. And, I don't see that many reviews about the Bianchi Volpe, any recent reviews rather. So I thought I'd make this quick video here to kind of give you a brief overview of the features and what I did to the bike, what I like about it, what I don't like, and things of that nature. So starting with the specs, of course, the Bianchi Volpe comes with a Shimano Tiagra group set. The brakes, the derailleur, the chain set, everything is pretty much Shimano. I kept it stock for when I bought it, and I haven't had any issues with the drivetrain so far. Everything shifts smoothly. It's really quick. Of course, you have the Shimano Tiagra 10-speed cassette in the back, which is plenty quick for me. Like, I'm not going to be racing any races or anything with this bicycle, but it's quick on the commute, which is what I usually use it for, commuting to and from work. Let's see, so what else do I have to say about this bike? It's been reliable, very reliable. This is a steel frame bicycle. There's definitely a little flex in the frame, so it's very comfortable. It's not as rigid as aluminum or any other type of bicycle. It's very comfortable in the sense that, without a suspension, I still go through bumps and stuff, but it's pretty stable overall. And as you can see, I have my pannier backpack over here, which I generally use for my commuting needs. And that's fully loaded with a laptop, pants, jeans, shirt, t-shirt, pretty much all my work gear is in that bag. And when I add it to my rack in the back, it's definitely very stable. I don't notice any issues with that. The brakes are very interesting, actually. So they're these cantilever brakes that are, I don't know, they're okay. I did have a slight issue with wanting to replace the brake pads. I couldn't find anything that would fit in my local REI store, so I had to get them custom shipped to my local bike shop and got it replaced for the most part. And it was just a hassle. You go into a bike store, you're thinking that they have the right brake pads for this specific type of brake set, but they don't have it. So you have to go in and pretty much go ahead and, order something that you didn't think you'd have to order online and wait for it to ship while you still have the old brake pads on. And I'll say that these brakes do work well. There is a slight sound coming from the back brake. And it doesn't matter what type of brake pads I use. I've tried adjusting them. The mechanic at the bike shop tried adjusting. But for some reason, it still squeaks occasionally. When I'm applying brakes, I'm going around 10 miles per hour or so. It's a rather small nuisance. It's definitely noticeable. I just call it my second bike bill at this point. So it's definitely there. It's noticeable, but yeah, what can you do from there? I just enjoy the color here. This celeste green is very classic Bianchi style. It's very elegant in the sense that all the bikes that I see uptown and around the area, all are black or gray or neutral tones, which is nothing's wrong with that actually. But I just feel that this bike really pops. Definitely with the blue, with the pink grip tape, it definitely makes it pop even more so with the pink grip tape there. And I think I really enjoy the look of it. It definitely is an eye appealing. It's a very appealing bike. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, depending on which city you live in. You want to be careful for bike thieves and things of that nature. But You know, for most of the time I locked this with my kryptonite U-lock, and I haven't had any issues with theft so far. But I do tend to be very vigilant about locking my bicycle when I'm not using it. So I take that for what it is. I mean, that if a bike thief is capable, they will definitely take your bike. So we want to keep that in mind. Average speed of my commutes, I would say, is probably around the 12 to 13 mile per hour range. That's with the pannier on the back, fully loaded with all the work essentials that I discussed earlier in the video. It's, like I said, it's very stable. I go over a lot of bumps in the road, don't have any issues with anything of that nature. I kept it pretty stock for the most part. I did replace the saddle with a Brooks saddle in the back here, and I also have a little customization. You know, nothing really big. Just the the headset cap, or valve cap, stem cap. I think that's what they call it. I replaced that, just give it a little bit more flair. And of course, I've added the bike rack in the back for my luggage, things that I carry along my commute. And you know, you've probably heard me saying the commute all the time. You know, do I use this bike for anything else? And pretty much the answer is no. I've just been using this for pavement commuting, back and forth to the office, and you know, quick trips to the grocery store. I'll use it for that as well. The tires are 700 by 32 size, so they are pretty capable on the pavement. They don't do as well on dirt trails or things of that nature. I mean, it will kind of get beneath me if I try to take it on like a dirt trail, or I mean anything that's loose gravel or things like that. So I do kind of be careful with taking it on those type of terrains. So it definitely has a few limitations that, you know, you just want to be careful of. If you just want to go off-roading, you probably won't succeed very far without getting a flat tire or perhaps some rim damage. So you just definitely want to keep that in mind when you're using this bicycle. Outside of that, yeah, I mean, I feel that this bicycle is a gem. It's a gem in the sense that it's incredible to look at. It has all the features that I want in a bicycle, as far as comfortable seating and the agile road bike type commuting bicycle. You know, it does everything that I needed to do. It's definitely what I wanted when I looked at bikes that, you know, I was kind of looking for, and it does everything that I needed. So what I dislike about the bike is very little. I mean, like I said, it's definitely fits my needs. I did have plans, or rather pipe dreams, of taking this bicycle touring, and a few articles I've read online were saying that, you know, the Bianchi Volpe is a special bicycle in that sense, that it would be perfect for touring. And well, I can see that, but the touring that I was wanting to do, I just don't think I can do that with this particular bike. Pretty much for the reasons of the tires are rather thin for any type of extreme off-roading, like single track, or you know, any of the mountain bikes you see have very massive tires that are in the 2-inch range, where this is just, you know, a 32C in the back, and I think that's probably as high as you can go for this particular bicycle or this frame. So that does limit the ability just a bit, but I do feel that outside of that, it's pretty much a decent look to it that I really enjoy, and I feel that it fits my needs there. So So about the Tiagra group set, it's reliable. It's Shimano. Nothing really to say there. It's a triple ring in the front. So I know that's a heavy granite gear there. I never put it in the granite gear, so it's probably not even used at this point. Would I switch it to a 2x or 1x? Probably not, because I mean this bike was meant for, you know, 3 chain rings in the back. I mean in the front rather, and I just don't feel like I want to alter that too much and cause some issues with some of the shifting, and so I just keep it that way. I don't plan on getting rid of this anytime soon. It's definitely something that I want to keep for a long time, and with it being a steel frame, you know, if something does happen, then I just want to go ahead and probably get it, you know, welded back together, or you know, just try to get it to get it back together as much as I can. I haven't heard of any specific problems with the bicycle itself as far as the frame and durability of it. I mean, it is steel. It is a trusted brand. You know, you have Bianchi here, and I don't know if you can see that very well, but it says it's chromo steel, double butted, heat treated, and I pretty much trust Bianchi at this point. They make a solid frame that will last for many years, so I don't think I have any issues there. What else? That's about it for now.